What's up guys, welcome back to Fancy Goldfish Fanatics. In today's video we're going to be talking about the dragon scale goldfish, which is sometimes known as the batik goldfish. Now Space City Goldfish, you may know him off of Instagram, has actually put together a compilation of some amazing dragon scale goldfish from his collection and also the collection of the members of his Discord server. Now his Discord server is called The Art of Goldfish, and I'm going to put a link down below if you want to check that out. They have loads of discussions all about goldfish and there are lots of members there, really knowledgeable people, so a little shout out for the Discord. If you want to check that out, I'll put a little link down below. But he has compiled this absolutely great compilation of some different dragon scale goldfish, and in today's video we're going to be talking a little bit more about the variety as it is becoming quite popular nowadays. Now personally, in my opinion, I would say these fish are still quite rare. I haven't seen any for sale in the UK. I've seen a few, but not in person, and they are becoming quite a bit more popular worldwide. Now, as I said, haven't seen any in the UK, but there are quite a few sellers in the USA that are selling them. Generally, I would find this scale type more on a ranchy goldfish. I haven't personally seen any really nice quality Oranda with the dragon scale pattern, but hopefully in the near future we will start to see that emerge a little bit more. So I'm going to put a few pictures and videos up on the screen now. We're going to talk a little bit more about this variety in detail, what it looks like and how it's differentiated from other types of goldfish. Now I have actually done a video on this in the past. I think it was maybe a year ago, maybe a little bit longer. I'll put a little link up to that original video, but now we have more popularity of this with this goldfish. There are a lot more videos and a lot more collectors and hobbyists that are keeping these fish, so I thought it'd be nice to do a little recap video and show some more up-to-date fish that have been sent in to me. So without further ado, let's check these fish out and let's see what you think. So first up, you can see we have a bowl of 3 dragon scale ranchu. Now from the top, these fish look very similar to a standard ranchu, but these actually have a lot of large scales on them. Now this is the first video I'm showing you, but in a second you will see a little trailer that Space City Goldfish has put together on his Discord, just to show you guys a little bit more about it, and then we're also going to carry on looking at the dragon scale fish. Now that orange ranchu really stands out, and so does this tancho or this red cap ranchu. You can really see the scale effects and scale patterns, but enough on that for now. Let's check out a little bit more on his Discord. Now we have seen the art of Goldfish's Discord, let's take a look at some more of the dragon scale fish that some of the members actually have on there. Now, these fish all have different scale patterns, and you'll notice on the dragon scale Ranchu especially that they have really large scales. Now, from my personal experience, I believe that this is a genetic mutation that is very similar to that of a mirror carp and the genetics of a koi carp or a mirror carp. Having large scales, having different scale patterns as well, having the really large scales that potentially can move in different directions is very common to see on a mirror carp or a Deutz or Deutzu fish. Now, Deutz refers to a scaleless fish that sometimes have larger scales, maybe on the lateral line or along the back curve. Now, I haven't seen many, if any, Ranchu that are of a Deutz style and don't actually have scales altogether, but it looks like we may be moving in the similar way to the koi industry, having that Deutz fish with the lack of scales and more of a skin look to it with those large scales on it. Now, as you can see, the Ranchu on the screen has a real nice armoured scale pattern to it. Some really big scales to it. A beautiful fish. Now, we've got some more of Space City Goldfish's fish. Now, these guys, or the majority of these guys, look like normal Ranchu from a quick glance. But you'll notice when you look closely at that lateral line area and the back curve and the peduncle, you'll see some of those scales really stand out and they have that real big look to them. Now, the dragon scale can also be referred to as batik scales, but generally they are called dragon scale as they look like the scales from a dragon. Real shiny look to them, a real shine to the edge of the scales, and a beautiful large plate that litters the body of the fish. But here, the last fish, you can see we have a lovely wooden bowl that has been presented with the fish in it. And you can see across that back curve, although it might be a little bit difficult to see, we do have some real large reflective scales that look absolutely beautiful on this fish. Now, obviously, we just had Ranchu in this video, and you've seen a selection of scale patterns, a selection of scale sizes and different colorations as well. Now, I definitely would like to see more varieties going down this route. I personally don't see any high quality Aranda, but it would be nice to see some potential Aranda or some other varieties having this armoured scale pattern to it. Very similar to a sort of Sakura style. I would say that's the closest style you'll get, but overall a very distinctive fish and is definitely becoming more popular. But that is the end of the clips. Time to wrap up the video. So that is it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing the different videos of fish that we had on the channel today, and it was really nice for Space City Goldfish to put together that compilation for me to look at and to share with you guys at home. Now, if you do have any questions, leave them down below. I'm sure Space City Goldfish will be able to answer all of your questions because he does actually breed this scale variation of fish, and also I will try to answer them as well. But that is it for today's video. If you do have any video suggestions, leave them down below. And if you want to have your setup or your aquarium featured on the channel, then pop me an email. The email is down in the description. But that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. Remember to keep those water changes up, and happy fish keeping.